there everyone, what's up? My name is Mike Nylander and you, my lucky viewer, have found your way to another episode of Handbag Mike, the channel devoted not just to one, but to two different things that I like, handbags and talking. So please go ahead and hit that like button and be sure to subscribe as I take a look at the latest handbags from various designers such as Louis Vuitton, Prada, Coach, Michael Kors, Dooney & Bourke, and many more. I am going to give you my opinion as to what's hot and what's not, all while delivering a little bit of sass and fun. Each new video will center around a different bag, and each bag is going to be thoroughly and wittingly reviewed by yours truly, this guy right here, using a list of various categories and a 5-star rating system. Now, before we go any further in this video, I just wanted to take the time to let it be known that this past Halloween, just a few days ago, my husband and I celebrated our 7th anniversary of marriage. And you know what? Each new day, I find myself blissfully lucky to wake up to him and be married to him. He is my best friend, my soulmate, the love of my life, and I find myself hoping for so many more anniversaries to come. Just thought you needed to know that. With the news of my recent anniversary out of the way, it is time to start another video on Handbag Mike. Aren't you all just so freaking happy about this? Come on, admit it. You know you are. I can see the smile on your faces right now. There you are, smiling. Happy as clams, my little viewers. Hi there. Well now, with the creation of a new video, we will also be looking at another great bag option for the holidays. To either gift to those you love, or to put on your own personal little gift list and drop not so subtle hints about wanting. This bag is one that, meeting the criteria that I have set, comes in under the price point of $200. This means that you can rest assured that it is a bag that is easily attainable. But just because it is a bag that is offered at a great price point does not mean that it's a bag that I will be calling great. After all, that is what this whole channel is about, right? Sifting through the bags on the market to find what ones are hot and what ones are not. And as we all know, there is only one way to get this question answered: by the wonderful and oh so helpful categories that I've created, which will highlight all the important features of a bag. Now, with this said, let me take a chance to introduce you all to the bag that we'll be looking at today. The Kate Spade Little Better Sam Sunshine Dot Mini Tote. And now, with this introduction out of the way, it is time for us to just dive right in head first and mercilessly start judging the hell out of this little bag. So, I invite you to relax on that nice comfy sofa as we take a look at our next bag for review on Handbag Mike. If you have been watching these videos, at least for a little while now, and thank you if you have been, then you will by now know the drill. But let's suppose that you are new to this channel. If this is the case, then let me start by saying a friendly and happy welcome. And now, allow me to lay out the whole process of grading just for you. In order to give a complete review of each bag that will be listed on this channel, a list of categories has been created which is going to highlight the different key elements of what I am looking for in each bag. These categories will be the same for each bag that I look at, and they will be graded based off of a 5-star rating system where I, try to rate based off of what I feel others would want and not just my own wants and desires in a bag. Then, at the end of each video, I will give you my thoughts on the bag and how I personally feel about it. And I will also take the time to review whether the bag is fab or drab. But first, we have to look at the categories, and they are as follows: style, price and value, versatility, practicality, and timelessness. So, our first category is that of style. And when it came to the category of style, I gave the rating of 4 stars. Now, first and foremost, let me say this bag is one that just screams classic appeal. With the simple design of the white polka dots against the green background, this bag is definitely one that plays it safe when it comes to the category of style. I will say it here, the only reason I gave this bag a 4-star rating instead of a 5 is the fact that it is, at least to my knowledge, sold only in this single color choice. Okay. Well, they do have other pattern options available on Kate Spade, but these are not the pattern options that I'm looking at. I am looking at the polka dot version, which, to my knowledge, only comes in the green background. Trust me, I searched the website, and this was the only one I could find. But, what if green is just not your color? What if you would prefer pink, or red, or yellow? Well, you know what? Sorry. Either it is green or nothing. And the fact that we are not even given one more choice is the reason why I had to take 1 star away. Green, in the end, is just not everyone's cup of tea. And quite honestly, it is not a neutral enough color to be the only option that there is. Also, if I'm being completely honest here, and why wouldn't I? I'm not all that into the little green straps that are sewn up the front and the back at the sides. I understand that they are likely there for some sort of strength, but honestly, I'm just going to let it be known right now, I have really bad OCD, and they are really very, very distracting to me. Granted, they are the same shade of green, and therefore likely to not bother many the way that they bother me. But you know what? What can I say? I'm the one doing the review here. I'm the one looking at the bag on this video, and they are bothering the hell out of me. You know what? I'm just a freak like that. This bag is finished with the Kate Spade logo. The simple name Kate Spade with New York written under on the front of the bag in silver tone. In the end, I will say that the bag is one that, again, does play it safe. And while there may be a few things about it that I personally just do not dig, the single color choice and those annoying side strap thingies on the bag, this is just me being overly dramatic. Trust me, I know this is a thing with me. I like to be over dramatic. What can I say? In the end, I give it 4 stars. Because on a whole, this is a pretty great little bag, style-wise. It is one that I can safely say, many people are going to like. And I do think that in the end, it would, at least in the way of style, make a pretty awesome little holiday gift option. So, our second category that we're going to be looking at is the category of price and value. And for this category, I gave the rating of 3 stars. Now, to get a good and, fair rating for this bag, I compared it to another one that I've recently looked at. The Michael Kors Ray Large Quilted Metallic Tote, which was review 14. This bag rated a 3.5 in the category. So, why did I look at the Michael Kors while reviewing this bag? I did so because the material that is used to make this Kate Spade bag is similar. You know, it's not the same, but similar. Listen, I've said it before, and I will say it again. I know I will. I will say it time and time and time again. Leather is always going to be the best option when making a bag. This is followed by coated canvas. Then, nylon, I guess, though honestly, it's just as easy to get your hands on a leather or coated canvas bag. And then, if we had to, we go even lower down on the scale and we get bags that are made out of polyester, the material that makes this specific bag. Okay, so this bag is made of recycled polyester and what we are told is virgin polyester, which I guess means that it's not been to the prom yet. Anyways, this bag is made of a fabric choice that is just in the end not all that high end, at least not in my book. And so I graded it a 3-star rating, deducting from the 3.5-star rating that I gave Michael Kors simply because it is a much smaller bag. So, this bag is sold on the Kate Spade website, and at the time of making this video, it goes for $125. Okay, it is an okay bag for that price. I'll say it. It's okay. It's not great. I mean, because let's be honest, there are leather options that are in this price range, and there are coated canvas that are in this price range. But it is an okay price. Again, this bag is made out of 100% polyester. I just don't like that. But on the plus side, because, I will say there's a plus side here, this means that it can be washed in a washing machine without any damage at all. Hey, silver linings, And speaking of linings, this bag has a matte lining, which is a solid green, the same shade as the exterior. It also has a green zipper closure at the top and a detachable, adjustable strap. The 2 tote handles, which are fixed to the front and the back of the bag, are smaller in size. Perfect for holding this bag by your hand. All in all, this is a good little option for holiday gifting. I mean, especially with the color. I just had to be a little bit critical and take some points away for the material that was used to make this bag. Still though, it is a good bag at a good price. I'm not gonna lie there. It is definitely one that I would say is worth considering in the end. The third category that we're gonna look at is the category of versatility. And for this category, I gave the rating of 3 stars. Let me begin this category by saying that, were this bag made of leather and had the polka dot design on it, then it would have definitely, hands down, achieved a 5-star rating. And the reason why is because I will admit that the polka dot pattern is one that I could see going into a formal setting quite nicely if it were on leather. But we get the fact that this bag is polyester, and you know what? That takes it out of the formal running. Sad, actually. The design had so much potential, but the fabric choice just robbed it away. With this said, however, the bag still does have some versatility to it. Quite a bit, actually. Let's have a look. Again, we have the detachable crossbody strap. This means that the bag can be held in numerous ways, which is always nice. You can use the handles to carry it by hand or the crossbody to carry it across your body. You can also make it a shorter strap to just carry around the shoulder. The ways of carrying this bag are endless, and I really like that. I do also believe that this bag is one that would be perfect for a work bag, or maybe even an evening bag if you're going out with friends in a casual way. While it does not have any ounce of formality to it, sorry but not sorry, it will work quite nicely in any casual setting, which in the end is just plain awesome because, let's face it, most of us are casual more than formal anyway, so, there's that. And I do feel furthermore that this would be what is considered a year-round bag. By this, I mean that it is a bag that you could comfortably use all year round rather than just having it narrowed down to one season. I mean, let's look at this here. The green and the white color combo reminds us of Christmas, so it's a perfect winter bag. Green is a spring color, so you can use it then too. And, well, we all know that polka dots always look good in summer. I mean, hello, anybody remember that song about the little yellow bikini? And green is also a fresh choice for autumn as well. So, while I may be bummed that green is the only color choice available, I will say that it is a color that does work well for year-round use. So, you know what? Just gonna say it again. 3 stars. The fourth category to be looked at is the category of practicality. And for the category of practicality, I had to put my own personal love for larger bags on the back burner. And, remember that not everyone loves ginormous bags that make Mary Poppins' magic carpet bag seem like a very real idea. Some actually like smaller, more petite bags. And while I personally do not understand this, I will at the very least entertain the idea that a small bag can still be practical. And when it comes to the Kate Spade Little Better Sam Sunshine Dot Mini Tote, I gave the rating of 3.5 stars. I will say that the saving grace for this bag is the fact that it is a box-like tote, which is always a shape that I adore. It is just the optimal shape for a bag. So simple to put stuff into, easy peasy to retrieve items out of. I love myself the box-shaped totes. I always have, always will. They're just awesome. The measurements of this bag are 6.7 inches high by 8.7 inches wide by 4.33 inches deep. So, I will even go so far as to admit that, for a smaller bag, this one has some good measurements. Definitely enough space to store a good amount of necessities. Furthermore, this bag has a handle drop of 4 inches, which is a comfortable drop for using this bag by holding with your hand. And it has a maximum crossbody strap drop of 22 inches. Not as long as I would prefer, but, whatever. Still good. And this bag has 2 interior pockets. It has 1 zip pocket and 1 slip pocket. Furthermore, I will also say this regarding the practicality of this bag. While I may not necessarily be a fan of the bag being made of polyester, I will contend to the fact that it is at least a lightweight material which will be easier to carry without growing tired or sore from the weight of the bag. So, I guess if you had to find some silver lining to polyester, there it is. Though, honestly, it is the only plus side that you're going to get. In the end, I do believe that the rating that I gave here is actually very fair. because you know what? It is still a really high rating, and it does take into account the fact that many people are going to like this bag, while also taking into account the people like me who prefer bigger bags to work with. Okay, so I'm just going to start this again. I actually had to delete my previous timeless category part of this video because I'm pretty sure that I was speaking some made-up language. So let's see if I can get through it this time a little bit better. The fifth and final category that we are going to be looking at before jumping into the personal feelings about this bag is the category of timelessness. And when it came to the timelessness of this bag, I felt more than comfortable in giving it a 4-star rating. Again, I am one who prefers leather or, coated canvas. I won't lie about it. Those are my two materials for handbags. I love them because both of them keep a very beautiful look, and quite honestly, I don't think that they can be replaced with any other fabric. Now, having said this, we look at this bag's material, which is polyester. And you know what? While I'm not necessarily a fan of polyester, I will say that in the end, it is at least a durable fabric. I mean, it cleans nicely, it repels water, it's not necessarily affected by use out in sunlight, and perhaps more importantly, it tends to hold its shape a lot better than cotton. So, it is a long-lasting material, and at least that is a good thing. We also look at the design of this bag. Polka dots. I mean, this is a design that has been around for countless years as a staple, and I think it's more than safe to assume that it is going to continue to stick around and claim that stylistic charm. So, in the polka dot pattern that we see here, this bag sets itself up to be a bag that is going to be fashionable for quite some time. Lastly, the mere shape of this bag is one that will hold up a timeless nature, because I feel totes are a very desirable bag choice. They've been around for quite some time. They're very simplistic in how they look, minimalistic and just plain cute. Totes of any size, they just emit this type of easy charm to them. This bag is one that I do feel has a rather timeless appeal to it, especially when we look at the Kate Spade website and read that, while not this particular one, this tote is a version of a bag that became a crowd favorite back in 1993. And if we're still using the same design elements now, damn near 30 years later, well, come on, that's saying something. We have drawn near to the end of another review, and another bag has been rated based off of my own personal standards. Lastly, it is time for me to share my personal feelings on this bag. Let's admit it, that's what we're all really here for, right? Let me begin by saying that I'm not all that much a fan of green. Something that is entirely ironic to say, as I'm wearing the green color right now. You know what? It's a fine color, I suppose, but I just personally don't relate to it as well as I do other colors. So, for this reason, I have to say that this bag would likely not be one that I would say is for me. I am also not all that great a fan of polyester bags, which I'm sure we can all agree is very clear at this point. However, with this said, I will say that in the end, this is not a bad bag. It is actually a great choice for a holiday gift, in my opinion. Or it is a good option for someone who is just starting their designer bag collection. It looks pretty and it is at a great price. This bag does have promise. It is also very, very cute. if you like green. It is offered at an awesome price, as I just said, which is completely great. In the end, while this bag may not be my cup of tea, I can see that it is an option that many people are going to like. And so I can appreciate it and have actually no bad things to say about it. So, is this bag fab or a drab? I will be calling this bag fab, 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 fab. Look, there may be certain elements to this bag that I just am not that big a fan of. And we have gone over these elements in this video. But you know what? In the end, this bag does have an appeal that I can see many people absolutely adoring. It is simple, not in a bad way. It is cute, it is understated, and you know what? It's just a fun little bag. Now, yes, this bag may not be a high-end material, but in the end, it is being sold at a great price point that kind of makes up for this. I do see this bag having promise, and I do see it as a great little option. With this said, we have now reached the end of another review. I hope you all had a fun time looking at the Kate Spade Little Better Sam Sunshine Dot Mini Tote with me. If so, you know what to do. Please go ahead and show some love, hit those like and subscribe buttons, and stay tuned. I'm going to be back to review another bag soon. But until then, this is Man Bag Mike, and I am saying later, Gator.